What you're about to hear is pure entertainment, recaps, and stories in the Pacific Northwest motocross scene. Welcome to the 30 Plus 2 podcast with your hosts, Steven Christoph and Lexi Y. Put the board up. Let's go.
All right. We are back, 30 Plus 2 podcast, and we have swapped co-hosts once again, and Lexi's back. Grayson's having the night off. Lexi, I think we're just going to be playing musical chairs this year between you and Grayson.
Probably.
Yeah. Last I checked, Grayson was doing some door dashing. He's just like throwing Taco Bell and McDonald's at people's doorsteps. I don't know if he actually like drops them off or he like does like the newspaper drive by with the window down and just like hucks the food. I mean, who knows? Maybe
that would be more Grayson style.
I feel like it's probably Grace's style. Like probably I'll beep beep and just huck it out the window and hope it lands on the porch. Like I wonder what would be his ideal food to like throw that would like make it to the doorstep without like exploding. I feel like a Subway sandwich is probably like the best one.
Jersey Mike's or Subway.
It's not going to cause much havoc there, but yeah. We're on episode 36, I believe. I've lost count. I honestly thought about just like writing season 2, episode 1, just and restarting that way. That way I don't have to keep track of everything since everyone, including like video games, that does like seasons now. I mean, should we join the trend? I don't know. But hey, we're doing it again. 2025. We've made a complete year, and Grayson did beat you. I don't know if you watched our podcast last week.
I did.
He beat you a little bit here, but hey, you are 1-0 on appearances on the show, so you have taken the lead for 2025 at least.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna win this year.
Yeah, well, you're probably gonna win a lot this year. I don't know. I'm already down $4 in the bet between you and I for racing this coming year. But hey, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be a little cocky, Lexi. I really think I've got you covered. It's my track. It's Albany. I'm designing the track. I don't know if you heard about my minions. I have minions that will cause certain things. They could write certain things on the pit board, like you're slow, look over here. Jet Lawrence is over there. Like we could distract you. Like, do you think any of these plays are gonna work?
So I don't think that'll distract me very often.
Oh, whatever. I know it's probably a crime if I stuff you in a corner. But hey, exciting week. It's like Christmas, but for dirt bike racing. Anaheim 1 is in like less than 5 days. We're on Tuesday now. I work graveyards, by the way, so I don't really know what day it is anymore. So like T-minus 4 days to Anaheim 1. On your excitement level of stoked to super pumped, like where are we at?
Oh, I am super pumped. I'm so excited to watch it. I wonder, everyone's has like different predictions, but I'm excited to see who it is.
Well, we'll get into our predictions on the show in about 5 minutes here. Let's pop up here on the show tonight. Ryan Breece, Moto Concepts Honda, and then we'll talk about some upcoming events locally. But yeah, Ryan and I go back pretty long in our friendship, which is pretty rad. Awesome dude. So I'm very happy and thankful that he's given us some time tonight to talk about his Moto Concepts ride, stuff he's doing with Arena Cross, World Supercross. He's prepping for A1, and he's given us time tonight to talk about all his prep going into Anaheim 1. Have you ever met Ryan, Lexi? I know he's friends with Millhorns.
I have not met him before, but I've heard a lot about him.
Well, he's pretty freaking cool. And yeah, he'll be on here shortly to talk about everything that's been going on for him, the adjustments to the Honda, because he tends to be a Blue Crew guy. I mean, back in the day, he was on a Cowie at one point. I've known him as like Mr. Yamaha dude. So, yeah, we'll have to see how the Honda's been treating him. It's been kind of I don't know if he would agree or disagree. Up and down season for Arena Cross. There's been a few big crashes, and then pros and cons to it. So we'll see his take on how he feels about Arena Cross season. But yeah, talking about Anaheim 1 with our 5-minute banter. Lexi, your boy Deegs, he's coming to the west side. You're probably
Yes.
stoked on that. You're already you already have your line for Seattle. You got that already like VIP'd for the first in line for the
Yep.
Deegs. You got Lawrence.
Tickets, pit passes, everything.
Yeah. Is your like whole Supercross like you're just set because your boys are on the west side or what?
Yes, I'm so excited. I mean, this is gonna be like the years for Supercross. I'll watch every single one this year.
Okay, so we know you got like this total man crush on Jet. I don't know about the Deegs. I know he's probably in your favorite category. Are you like the type of like moto like girl that's got like the whole like fan shirt on of Jet Lawrence and Deegan? Are you gonna like swap shirts real quick? Like you're in a Deegan line, you got the Deegan shirt on, and then you're like, yeah, I want a jersey. He gets you that, then you like rip it off, and there's Jet Lawrence underneath, and you're like, yeah.
Well, I actually have one shirt of Jet Lawrence and 2 sweatshirts, but I have nothing of Peyton Deegan.
Okay, well, there's still time.
Yeah, I mean, I have 4 days until we got it.
Yeah. Who do you, with predictions here, as we banter here for the next like 4 or 5 minutes here, as we wait for Ryan to jump on, what are your predictions for Anaheim 1? What are you most looking forward to? Are you just going to put the Deegs on the top step? Are you putting Lawrence on the top step? Or do you think there's going to be a little shakeup? Everyone's supposedly healthy.
Yeah, well, for 450s, I really want to see Tomac get up there. Like, that's like what I want to see. And maybe even Webb. Those would be some 2 cool people that I would love to see on the podium. But I have a really good feeling Jet's gotten this one.
Oh,
And
boy.
I'll be very happy if he does. And for 250, I really hope that Kitchen gets up there. Like, that'll be such a cool for all of Washington and everywhere to see Kitchen up top again. That would be really cool.
Yeah, my hot take, which I will see if it works. I said Kitchen would be undefeated, so Levi, no pressure.
Knock on wood.
Yeah. Do you have any hot takes for the year? Because I think we're gonna do this hot take category and see how much money people make on each week. Grayson, I always forgot what Grayson said, but I'll have to go back and watch episode 35 here to know his hot takes. But do you have any hot takes of the Supercross season? Putting you on the spot.
Really. There's been so many different like rumors, like like this with different bikes and switching. I'm just kind of more curious to see. I have some of my favorite people, but I'm not really sure who I think will take up top and have everything.
One of his hot takes, Grayson's hot takes, was Eli Tomac does not win one event. So
I hope he wins A1.
Yeah, so we will see. Yeah.
But it would make history if Jet won A1 again this year.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone's cool. I'd have to go back in the history book and see what all the stats are for that. But yeah, yeah, that's all I got for that. But yeah, Anaheim 1 coming up here soon. Wonder what place Ryan expects to get. We got him on now, so let's go ahead and throw his guest on here, and yeah, we'll get everything started. All right, we're back. Let me readjust this for us. All right. Nope, that's not gonna work. That might work. Here. All right, Ryan, what's going on? Let me adjust this whole section.
What's up, guys?
I'm super stoked. Well, first off, Ryan, I need to get new footage of you. You've kind of been gone a while from like Horn Rapids and whatnot. That was 2018 of you ripping a hole shot on a Yamaha. I mean,
I was
nothing
che-
new.
I was
It's
checking that video. I was like, gosh, that looks familiar.
that looks familiar. I'm smoking everyone.
No, 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 not even, not even.
Yeah. Last second for me on putting all of like videos together. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta find Breece stuff, and I'm like popping it up in my search bar on my hard drives, and it just like pulls up GoPros and whatnot. I'm like, well, I've got you just like shredding that horn, so I'm just gonna throw that together in 15 minutes.
Yep.
So
At least we got content going.
yeah, trying to like upgrade the janky podcast show as we continue on into 2025. Maybe I'll hit up Mathis and see if he's willing to give me any special secrets on how to make the show even better. But we've got at
Yes.
least live footage and cameras and whatnot, so that works.
Real
Yeah.
deal.
But yeah, thank you for giving us some time tonight. I know you're just actively, working and everything. You got Anaheim coming up in 4 days. You battled with Kyle Peters last year for the 2024 Arena Cross Series, lost by only a few points. I know that was definitely hurt my feelings. We were all cheering for you on that one. And then you continued in the racing for the 2024 season. Like, how and when did the Moto Concepts opportunity like come up for you?
We started talking more towards the end of that season, and then just kind of got a deal going for the summer, which was nice. It helps you out so much when you can kind of prepare for that. When you're doing it on a privateer effort, you're searching for sponsors and stuff like that. June, July, August to get ready for October.
Yeah.
Then obviously you can get your prep done for January, right? But yeah, that was around August sometime. Finally, if it made it official, and I'm happy with it, man. The bike is good. It takes a lot. It takes a lot longer to get used to when you're not familiar with the bike.
Yeah, I mean, it took me a while to even figure out where you were on the track, honestly, because I'm so used to Blue Crew, I'm used to Moose Gear and everything else you've done in the past. And you change your number on me. I mean, yeah, you ran 200 last year, but I'm just like, where is Ryan? Like on the first round of Arena Cross, and then you smash into the back of Freeze in that qualifying. I'm like, oh god, I hope it doesn't start out like this like, for the whole season. I was freaking out because like you hit him so hard. I'm like, I really hope you didn't do your ankle in and everything. That probably was going through your head of like, well, this is gonna suck.
Yeah, my leg was shaking, that's for sure.
Yeah. Going into Arena Cross, like, well, let me jump backwards a little bit here. Let's talk WSX first. What was your experience like with the World Supercross Series? I know you traveled quite a bit in the past doing like Germany and all the other events that you've done. What was the experience like doing the WSX stuff this year?
It's pretty gnarly on your body. I do know that. And the recovery it's a lot more, right? You're definitely spending a lot more on recovery to get used to the time travel and the change and whatnot. But I mean, shoot, the last 5 years of my life I've been doing all that, the world stuff, and just did the German Supercross, Brazil. In 2022 I did the first World Supercross series that had come out.
Yeah.
So it was good just to get my feet wet with that, and then yeah, man, it was a whole different experience. Like just going to Dubai even, and then after Dubai, knowing we have to go race in Boise the next day, that was pretty brutal.
Jet lag.
Yeah.
Yeah. At that time, it's kind of like just sleep when you can. You're not even on a time frame. You just kind of whenever you're tired, close the eyes.
You sound like me working graveyard shifts right now. I'm just sleeping whenever during the day and then waking up like I gotta go do more work.
Yep, that's it.
What was your favorite round of a WSX series?
I would have to say I think Dubai. Australia was a good one. It was good sightseeing and stuff, but Dubai is just to see the whole world like that. I mean, they're a little bit updated from America and a lot of these other countries, and to see how the world works over there is pretty unique. I mean, just like I mean, you got Dubai and then you've got Abu Dhabi, and I didn't realize and understand like the whole like the confidential rights to what the world was there, but it's like
Huh.
the president is in Abu Dhabi, like that is the real deal there. So when we had come over there, it was actually like an Independence Day. So they're trying to reunite. They're still trying to, but they're reuniting Dubai and then Abu Dhabi together. So yeah,
Okay.
it was probably the best round to go to. Just the sightseeing. Gosh, man, the team had hooked it up with an awesome hotel, so we are just checking out the ocean and seeing the sights.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
Are you thinking about doing it again in the 2025 or 2025 year, that same series? And would you take some of your takeaways from 2024 and make them better for 2025?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we have to kind of see, just play race by race. I mean, everything changes, right? There's always injuries and whatever occurs, and yeah, it would be a dream for sure. I want to just keep on racing as much as possible. I mean, I've got maybe 3 to 4 more years left in my career, and I'm getting up there. 30 is knocking on the door for me. So yeah, I would love to. It would be a good accomplishment. I think something to write on the resume like that, and I'm looking forward to what does come, but you just kind of we got to get through the Supercross series first, and then the Arena Cross, and
Yeah.
I've got a lot of summer racing too that are going countrywide too. So yeah, I mean the thing that really I need to take away from the World Supercross is that I mean I'm battling against the best guys in the business, and the starts are super crucial there. You only got 8 laps, and that's it. And it's a full on sprint lap the whole entire time. There's no rest at all. So yeah, I think we did good with what we dealt with. I think I was on the bike maybe I got 5 or 6 times on the bike, so I think it was manageable for me. But there's always some things that I could take away from.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, have you ever taken a break, like, since you started Arena Cross last year on the Yamaha? Was there ever a break period, or was it just Yamaha and just like straight to Honda, like out one door in the next?
Yeah. I had a month of just kind of recouping in May. I had some fairground races just to you got to keep paying the bills, you know how it goes.
Right.
But yeah, had those races and then the transition was pretty easy, pretty quick, and headed over to California and kind of just busted out some laps and motos with the boys and got her going.
Yeah, well, we know how you are. You will definitely chase for that money all the time. So if there's money on the line, you're showing up.
Yeah, if there's races, I'm in, man. I love it.
All
And
What
then
right.
are
like
some imp-
another thing that's cool about this world thing, the people like we're there motoing with the guys who are traveling too, so they understand like we don't know anybody in the world, it's just us, and then we've got our small racing community. So it's
Yeah.
cool because all the riders kind of get together and like, where are you going for dinner or what are you doing? So I think that was probably the biggest thing for the World Supercross, and it kind of opened up my eyes. Like, it's just cool that our community does get together like that. And yeah, I mean,
Right.
we gotta kind of be there together for us. We're the only Americans in the country that we're in, so we got to stick
You're
it
kind of
together, man. We
singled
could get
out. You're like,
lost.
all right, what are we doing
Y-
here?
yeah, we can get lost for sure.
Are there any big improvements that you would like to make for the WSX series this year, or is it pretty smooth sailing with just small little ones that you want to critique?
Mm, yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of stuff to work on, just like sprint laps and stuff like that. I mean, I think everyone's goal is we got to get better every single time, but yeah, just the starting technique and the grates are different over there and how they operate. So it was good to get my feet wet there, and they're starting to transition into like a big series.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think for me, I just got to focus on the small things, the starts and staying up front with those guys, so you can put yourself in a good position, so you can keep battling with all the top guys for 8 laps. I mean, it goes by quick, and you have to also be in some gnarly shape. And I think what I did well at was I didn't take any rest from Supercross or Arena Cross in 24. So my movement was it was superior. Like I didn't have any fault on being tired or anything. So yeah, the fitness was good, and I just stayed up to date.
What do you think about those cardboard tough blocks? I know it really pissed a lot of people off in Australia. I swear they were kind of like bear traps for a couple of the riders. Like, what do you
Yeah.
think between tough blocks with the foam that we do in America and the cardboard? Which one do you prefer when you're smacking them?
It's yeah, I prefer the cardboard to be honest with you. But at the same time, if there's any wind or anything, all right, they're going right into us. But you can smash them and they just deteriorate. So there's a win-win to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's except for the part where they literally got wrapped around a couple people's wheels, like especially in the Australia round.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm like, okay, well, they're blowing apart. I know Mathis is always making fun of everything on that side of it. Going into like, you're now more comfortable in the Honda. You did WSX on there. Was there like any major adjustments you had to make with all the different types of like supercross, arena cross, WSX racing when it came to bike setup or training or whatnot?
No, not really. That's what was cool about it. I mean, you got to keep your suspension pretty stiff, and the jumps are pretty familiar. Like they're steep, and the whoops are steep too. So no crazy change up. I mean, clickers here and there, but yeah, power wise stuff like that. Nothing crazy. Yeah, the bike is good, which is nice, and not much changes.
Was it a team choice for you to be on the older model? Because I noticed Freeze is on the newer one, and then you have the older one. Like, is that just because of budgets? Is it rider preference? Like, what's going on with that?
I'm on a 24 Honda. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just kind of how the team's set up.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know what the big difference is. Obviously, you probably know more. Yeah, you know more than me because you're faster and you ride a lot more. I'm over here couch riding, but yeah, I've just noticed that while you guys are racing, I'm like, huh, Freezy's on the newer frame and everything else, but you're doing pretty well on the 24. Um, what would you rate your arena cross series so far right now? I know it's been kind of up and down. Well, I feel like, in my opinion, sorry, Ryan, there's been a little more crashes this year than years prior. Is it just
Yeah.
because of the tracks? What's been going on for 2025 season?
Yeah, I mean, you guys can see I'm struggling like quite a bit, right? So we've been trying to get it together, but yeah, just kind of been chasing the bike, and I think now I'm starting to get familiar with it. We've done a lot of changes with it, with yeah, kind of not the chassis, but just like the front end in
Yeah.
the with the 24 Honda, and that's why they've moved to 25, right? Like all these guys want to ride the 25, but yeah, I mean, I don't really want to say too much, but yeah,
That's fine.
I'm enjoying the ride, and I'm lucky to be a part of the program.
Well, it seemed like going like, especially the last round where you guys were just at, it looked like the track was slicker than freaking ice. Like everyone's sliding around. You got so lucky on that wall that no one was right behind you and landed on you. I was like, oh God, here we go. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The first thing that came to my mind too, I was like, gosh, there's no flagger and there's no like yellow caution light.
right?
So I figured there was going to be a couple people just plowing right into me, but yeah, I did get lucky. And I've been having those little defaults, the front end just washing like that. So yeah, just trying to be patient with the bike, and we're starting to get figuring out, but it definitely is taking some time.
Well, to me, it just looks like a lot of the tracks, especially the like first 6 rounds, have just been really dry slick.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know if it's just because, like, the way the weather is over at each event and whatnot. I'm assuming I know they were talking about on the broadcast, they had, like, bull racing there, and that's why the track was, like, super hard packed, and then they just, like, threw the jumps on top of it. I'm sure that really, like, messed with everyone's setups and whatnot. What do you think about the layout so far, like, for the first 6 rounds? Was there any rounds that you, like, really liked?
I think they're improving now. I think the riders are starting to kind of put their 2 cents in on how we need to race the tracks, because the first couple rounds were not, I don't know, they're not raceable. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
um it was kind of like you get a start and it was follow the leader. But now they're starting to make some big whoops. There's some rhythm lanes so that we can change in the rhythms and stuff like that. So yeah, it's starting to get back to what arena cross was like 2016 through what 18. And yeah, you gotta build the tracks technical, big, and that's the only way you can race the tracks with other riders. So it was, yeah, with like the dirt and stuff. I mean, you gotta put water on the track when you're making the tracks, and if there's no water source, it's super hard.
In
Right?
arena cross, where do you see is it your best way to pass people? Is it in corners or is it rhythm sections or?
I think like if the whoops are blitzing whoops, if they're not jumpers, the that would probably be the best place to pass. I did make a few passes there just blitzing the whoops, but yeah, I mean, there's there's it's a kind of a tough little sense there because if there's 180s to 90s, like 180s you can really hit the berms and stuff, but
Yeah.
you're starting to see like these half corners. And what you guys saw maybe a couple weeks ago when the boy 200 was down laying on the ground from some dude,
Yeah.
you can't see riders coming. So yeah,
No.
it gets technical there, but yeah, passes were made somewhat in the corners, but I think for me the specialized is like just blitzing the whoops.
Well, yeah, Matt Burkeen posted today, like when you crashed in that first turn when was round 5, what was that? Friday night when you pulled the front brake a little too hard to not smoke Vince in the first turn, and then you're charging through the pack. Like he's got video, you just like blitzing the whoops, like just going Mach 5 around people. Like it looks like the 65 class going through the whoops, and you're just like in the 450 Pro, just
Yeah,
just
yeah.
around them.
Yeah, I had the little dudes who I train, Abel Milhorn. You take videos and stuff of him.
Oh yeah.
He was there and he was walking around the track and stuff, and I said, "Stand in the middle right here." And I kid you not, it was right at his shoulders. And he's like, "You blitz him the first lap?" And I said, "I'm gonna throw you $20 if I blitz him the first lap." I didn't end up doing it. I think I gave him a $5 bill, but still, man. Third lap, I was like, all right, I'm on it. I do love whoops, man. I'm built for that. I really enjoy just freaking hammering those things down.
Well, it seems that the whoops are way bigger in arena cross nowadays compared to WSX, which in Vancouver, they were pretty much like curbs, like small little curbs there. And then, like, at the 9 whoops of Supercross going in, you can just 333 through them. Like, obviously you're set up for whoops. So if there's like a whoop section here for, Anaheim or whatnot, like I'm expecting you're probably just going to blow by people since you have the arena cross experience.
Yeah, yeah. I do enjoy those things. I mean, it would be, I think, less competitive if they turned into jumpers, which they're trying to be safe and stuff for the riders. But like Supercross, it is built for blitzing whoops. Fans want to see the action. They want to see how hard we can hit them, and
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Well, just like what Seeley was saying last night on the Pulp Show, he's all like, well, if I had to do Dragon's backs and 12 whoops and whatnot, you guys should be able to do it too.
Yeah, for sure. I'm kind of bummed on the change because I mean the bike setup is obviously it's raised to a level that we're now able to do that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean the technicality of Supercross is to get through all the gnarly stuff that's built.
Have you made any enemies yet? I know Peters has left the scene with a neck injury. Things got a little heated there. I was like, ooh, we might have a hockey like throwdown here. That one round that he came in hot.
I didn't want the smoke, man. Didn't want the smoke.
It's like you and Blackbird. It's like, don't mess with those. And then everyone's like, don't mess with the honey badger of Vince Freeze.
Yeah, no, it's been fun, man. Definitely don't want to have any enemies. Obviously, we just want to
Yeah.
go race. We want to keep our legs. Want to make it to the next round and forget all the drama and bull crap. But this, stuff happens. It's
It seems
racing.
like everyone's letting you buy for the most part. Like a couple like riders in the back, they're like, "Oh, look, Vince. Oh, we're going outside. Oh, sorry, bro. Oh, sorry, bro."
Yeah. I mean, there's a win or lose there because obviously, like we're coming through. We're not doing a dirty pass, but we're
Yeah.
definitely going to try to find a way to get around.
Well, you don't have much time either with what's the lap times, like 17, 20 seconds?
Yeah. Like this weekend was, I think, yeah, 23 seconds. And
Like you got to go.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. The mains are 5 minutes, right? They're just the short little things. And I do wish that would change. I really do. But there's so many like riders on the track. So it makes it tough too.
Right.
It's almost like there's more obstacles just going.
Well, yeah, I would double row start. Like
Yep.
you got so many riders out there. It's like, late practice at the PRO series at Horn Rapids. You just got like everyone and their mom out there.
Right. Yeah.
All right, final few questions, Lexi.
What are you most looking forward to for this Anaheim one weekend?
To go racing, like I'm ready for a gate drop again. I know we just had a double header in Colorado, but man, I love freaking being on the line, like just with all the boys and Yeah, now that I have a big support system with me and the bikes are really good, I just feel like, yeah, we're just ready for some gate drops and see where we fit in. I only raced a couple rounds of Supercross last year, so it'll be nice to see where I fit in. And yeah, just gotta frick, man, just gotta get a good start and hold on.
With the Moto Concepts contract, I know it's kind of vague and secretive. Like, are you guys planning on doing like all the West Coast sides? Do you have a say on anything, or is that kind of can't talk about it?
No, our plan is to do most of the West Coast. I think we have to miss we have to miss Glendale because
Okay.
there's that one Supercross that's going on or Arena Cross that's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna do all of the things that we possibly can to go race. I think there's an Arena Cross in Guthrie, Oklahoma, and Friday night. It's just one round, and then we've got to take a red eye to Anaheim 2 for
Yeah.
Saturday night. So that'll be pretty gnarly. But I told the team, I'm like, I just want to get as many gate drops as we possibly can. I'm ready to race. I mean, we prep and prepare for this thing, so as much racing is better for me.
Nice. Last question. Where's the bar set for NI1? Do you have a goal you're trying to meet?
You know, I haven't even put it out there. I really haven't. I mean, obviously we kind of know a little bit of where we are, just with bike wise and how we feel and stuff like that. But I just at the end of the day, I want to make sure that I hit all the things that I need to mark off, and however we finish, that's where we finish. We're prepped and ready to go, and just excited to do it.
Well, it's definitely stacked, so I'm very confident you'll be in the main in that 22 lineup there. So, but yeah,
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
stacked field.
Yeah. I mean, every year stacked, right? It's A1. Everyone's all prepared. We've done the 3 months training, I think, which was really good for us. So we just had all these races right before, so it's not gonna be crazy jittery, and I'm not
Right.
gonna be so like timid or anything like that, which is nice. And yeah, I'm excited. Just kind of hit it off with the big guys. It'll be cool and get racing.
Sweet. I got one viewer question, and then I'll let you go so you can continue
I have one
prep
more
for Anna.
question too.
And Lexi's got one
Hit
too.
them off. I like it. I'm here. I
Sam
just had some
Hansen on
dinner, so
YouTube.
I'm got some time. I love it.
Sam Hansen on YouTube says, "How do you like the viral goggles?"
Love them. You know what's they're so freaking comfy, and the thing about it too is that they're big, right? So you can
Okay.
see out of your peripherals quite well. And then yeah, man, it's an easy system where you can take the lenses off too, because obviously, right, like each race we got to like change the lenses to get the tear offs back on and stuff like that. But yeah, they're freaking comfortable. I really do. You guys got to hit viral brand for sure.
Sweet.
I just switched to Vile brand this year, actually.
You like them?
I love them.
Yeah, they're comfy. Like they just really they fit really well on the face. And then if you need to take the nose piece off, depending on your goggle, if it doesn't feel like it's forming
Yeah.
right, it's a good comfy fit all around. So I do
And they
like
go
that.
back on easy if you don't want them one race and not the other. They go back on because I had a couple goggles that you take them off and they would break off and you can never put them back on.
Yeah. Easy clip in. What two clips, and then one on the outside.
Yeah.
Super smooth.
There you go,
All right, my
Lexi. You're
last
now
question
teammates
is
with a pro rider, viral.
yeah.
That's it.
My last question is your amazing slackline performances part of your racing training?
You guys know about my slackline.
I
Oh, I heard
don't.
about it.
Oh yes. So I haven't busted out the slack line too much like during the race season, but during the summer I set that thing up from tree to tree at the lake cabin, and I am walking that thing every single freaking day. I love that. I love the deal. I don't understand how they can jump and do flips. I don't do anything crazy like that. I've got a bad knee that I've kind of been trying to work on, but it does make sure you got some good balance, some good strength, and yeah, I do like the slack line.
Sounds like Lexi's getting some insider information from someone named Chandler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that is funny.
There's
Yeah,
a
I got
secret
that.
agent around.
Yeah, I got that a couple years ago, and I'm telling you, it freaking works, man. Just the balance, and I just watched videos of these guys putting it up like, um, it's almost like a bridge, right? They just put it up to where you got to drop off. And no, I would not do that. I got to make sure I'm grounded for that.
Okay,
but I definitely
I
enjoy it.
know what you're talking about. I'm like slow. I'm kind of like the sloth from Zootopia, so I know what you're talking about now. Because they would do that at George Fox all the time, like between the trees and whatnot. I'm like, what are they doing?
Yeah. I've actually like wanted to have a competition like with all the lake guys around us, like the neighbors and stuff. I want to put it like to dock, and then if you fall in the lake, you're screwed, man. You're swimming.
Oh
But
man. Well, if you're gonna set up this competition, at least have me drive up there and I can make like a whole like MTV style like
oh
video
yeah.
challenge.
We're
Put
having
the
a bracket comp.
I could put the board up on the screen and whatnot, and add
Yeah.
all the effects and everything. Like Lexi and I have a lot of plans with videos, and also we have a race that I'm down $4, Ryan, so far on the bet between Lexi and I racing. She's got the youth on her side, and I've got I don't know. I'd say I keep telling her I know Albany better than she does. Like I can
I've
get
never ridden Albany before.
exactly.
The
I have
only time
creative
I went
lines,
was when I
Ryan.
rode.
Hey, you're cheating the system there. Come on now.
Well,
Give her
I
a
mean, yeah.
break. You got to give her some runs on that thing first.
Well, if I run it in and I take her out, I think I might get in trouble because she's not, she's still a minor. So I might get in trouble there. I might be walked away in cuffs or
Yeah,
something if I really take her out.
yeah. No kidding, man. That is funny.
But I will say, when I talked to Chandler about having you on the podcast, the one thing that she said is he's amazing on a slack line. Like, you have to ask about the slack line.
Chandler's giving all my pointers away. I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
you're gonna have to tell her, hey, chill out on the secret convos here.
Yep. The secret stuff. No, I know it's awesome. She gets to come to the lake a little bit and just enjoy like just time away, right? Just living on a farm, so it's cool to get those guys over and yeah, just enjoy some time, right? It's like something fun that's gonna keep us active and we can still work on stuff that we use as like for dirt bike skills.
Yeah.
Well, if we see a slack line in the Moto Concepts pit, we know what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Vince
I
is
don't
over
want to
there
bust
looking
it.
at you. You're like, what?
Right. Yeah, you try. Your turn.
Your turn. I'll beat you at this. All right, Ryan. For anyone that wants to follow your journeys on everything, what's the best way for people to follow you on social media?
I mean, I'm the basic. I'm old school. I haven't really updated anything too crazy. I do all my social stuff on Instagram, and that's what I do. I don't really, I mean, I'm a racer at heart. I don't really care
Right.
about the fame too much. Sadly, I just, yeah, I just like to race and do my deal. And we got 3 to 4 more years of it, so just gonna keep grinding. And Instagram at Ryan Breece 200. That's like the main thing. Try to
Yeah.
keep the like the oldies on Facebook. My grandma, grandpa, all their friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Do the racing
Instagram.
page.
Instagram's
Yeah.
more up to date. You're still blue crewed out on Facebook.
Yep. I am. I don't even think I've changed that, which is bad. But yeah, no, Instagram. I try to post stories and stuff. I don't post too much. I need to
Yeah.
get better at that. But yeah, you guys know how it is. When you're racing all the time, you're just kind of so focused on the stuff. And yeah, I
Well,
mean, I do see where that's some extra money to be made to be getting on that. But man, my life just I keep it original, just straight to it.
that's where you just talk to Tony in Geneva and be like, hey, we need one of those YouTube teenager people to have no life to just be following us around. I mean, Foggy Llama does it for Shane McElrath. I mean, we could
Yeah,
have a Moto Concepts. Think of the reality show between you and Vince Freeze. Like,
that would be good. That would be good. The
yeah,
boys in the hood.
you already got the title.
Yeah, that is what is nice. Like the team around us, we're just all having fun and happy and stuff. Like obviously, it's different when we put a helmet on, but yeah, man, it's always a joke around there. It's cool.
But yeah, I don't think Vince cares if you're wearing canvas gear and on a Moto Concepts Honda. He's gonna run it in, and I think you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna do the same too."
All right, we got to pay bills somehow.
Hey, the clash for the was it dash for cash or whatever that
Yeah,
you got that one. You made some extra bank on that one. So
I do like those races. Like those sprint races are always good. Yeah, I think that's what's going to help me for Supercross. You can just sprint out and then obviously just adapt to where you're at in the pocket there.
Yeah, they should implement that for Supercross. But yeah, thanks Ryan for your time on our podcast. I really appreciate it. And yeah, we're all going to be cheering you from the couch, and we'll do some couch side reporting on our next episode to see where you finished and give our hot takes.
Yeah, I love it. Keep on rooting for the boy. We'll keep cruising.
Heck yeah, thanks Ryan, and good luck this weekend at Anaheim 1.
Yes, good luck.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
All right, that's Ryan and Ryan Breece. Make sure to follow him on Instagram. Always fun talking to Ryan, laid back, and yeah, just such a rad dude. I hope he does awesome, and I will say he makes it into the main. So no pressure there, Ryan, if you're still watching. I would say if he gets into the top 12 like that, I would say that's a win, especially with the stacked field of everyone. I mean, we're even looking at Prado even being in 13th or 14th. Like, dude, it is deep
It's
field.
crazy.
A1 is going to be gnarly. It's going to be popping off. Lexi, do you have any A1 Supercross parties? Like, do you have it set up? How's Saturday looking for you? Have you got the popcorn ready? What's the day look like? Or are you gonna go ride in the trails?
A Christmas tree burning party, and every year, me and my dad seem to be in the house watching Supercross with everybody who joins in. So that's where I'll be.
You're like, oh, cool! Look, a tree's burning.
What's Supercross?
That's great. Are you the type of person like me who gets up for qualifying and watches race day live, and then you're watching the whole program? You're like, hey, stop talking. We got racing on.
And we're big Pulp Fantasy players, so.
Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about that. I do need to post that because they're already on Tuesday, going into Wednesday. We're doing Rocky Mountain ATV Fantasy Supercross thing again. I will open it up to everyone this year. If you win the Supercross series with your fantasy picks, you get a full paid weekend racing, whatnot, at the 2025 Gate Drop Showdown 3.0. So lots on the line there. I will post all that on my socials here. And yeah, good luck. If you win, you will definitely get it. So I didn't ask Ryan who's going to beat who. I feel like he was really leaning on you, though.
You know.
Yeah, whatever. I'm down 5 now. Hey, in February, I get the plate and screw and all that other stuff out of my ankle, Lexi. So look out.
Are you back to walking with no boot?
Yeah, I've been kind of limping around. I've been doing the Biden shuffle, so my feet hurt, especially on cement. Like I am showing my age, you know. Whatever.
The first 2 weeks out of a boot were like the weirdest things to find how to walk again. It was like I had to have the perfect shoes on, or I looked so stupid.
Well, my issue is like I went to do the circumstances and whatnot that I talked about in the previous episode. I'm not going to rehash it. You guys, and more announcements will come out about my life later. But just having to go back to work early and whatnot to make stuff meet and everything else, like, technically, I'm not supposed to be back to work till January 15th. I started December 1st. I just like, whatever. But I'm like, I don't know how you were on your foot with your break. For me, I really am walking like on the outer part of my foot. So I'm like kind of leaning the outside of the foot and then the heel. So because the way the brake is like on the inside part. So that's my only way I can kind of get by right now.
Mine was just directly like my whole entire ankle, so I had really no way to walk. So it was just kind of like figuring out how to walk but not look stupid.
Well, you don't look stupid ever.
I went to PT and they're like, you look like you're a grandma trying to walk. And I'm like, this is not what I needed.
You still beat me in the crutch race too. But
I got so fast on those crutches. Like that was like my everyday thing for 5 months.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you notice, I kind of just like tough it out in a way. I'm like, my foot falls off, it falls off. Like, I don't need these. Like, I'll crawl like Saving Private Ryan around the house, but we're back in the walking stage. hopefully, yeah. I've had to stop posting my photos of like food and whatnot because I know Ryan would get on me like that's not chicken and rice. Always prepping me to always do better. A couple questions that I had from last week and that I want to ask you on our guests when you were on, or if you watched any of ours prior to becoming a main co-host on here. What was your top 3 of favorite guests? Do you
I
want me to
really
list them?
liked having BK. That was really cool to talk to him, and I'm gonna do some trainings with him soon.
Nice.
And I think like one of the biggest ones was like meeting all the different trainers because it's so cool to see the different perspectives. And I really enjoyed that, like having Clinic MX and all of those. I really liked having them. And of course Chandler, because Chandler's awesome to have.
Chandler's like
And
holding a gun hostage on you right now. Like, you better put me in the top
don't
3.
say it. And probably, I don't know. I like kind of talking to everyone and seeing everyone's different side of the story, but I don't know. Probably those.
Okay, I got another one for you. For 2025, for our upcoming episodes, what kind of guests would you like to see on the podcast? Is there
I
anyone you
love.
want me to try to just annoy the heck out of in DMs to get on here? I don't think Jet's gonna look at his hidden request folder.
I really like seeing like different trainers and like seeing the way that they like to train, how they how they see different riders. And I always like talking to other girl riders, and I just kind of like enjoying seeing like every part of them. I like seeing them all.
Yeah, I like to get some amateurs on here. That especially like it'd be cool to get like maybe Grant Milhorn's like recap of the racing because he did make the Matt Burkeen. He didn't crash at all. I don't think he did, but he made some YouTube videos from Arena Cross that are on the YouTube. So Milhorns, if you're watching, there's some footage out there on the tube. Yeah, we'll have to get Carson Brown, Claire. We should get Carson and Claire on at the same time.
That'd be really
fun.
cool.
Yeah, I got a list. I want to get some promoters on here as well to kind of go more in depth of the promoter life, what it's like in the back. I mean, I've seen it firsthand now, but like to get someone that's more been doing it for a long time, like Ted Duvall or Ryan Huffman or Kaufman, Devin at Horn, like, or even Airway guys, like there's so much that goes on behind the scenes that no one knows about that, it all adds up. And it's like, man, what goes on here to where it's like, you're having to do all this and keep it all together and show that you're tackling it all. So that would be cool. Yeah, I'm sure we can get other pros on as well. Spangle's always a good one. I'll see if I can get Preston Baseflug again. I can try for Levi, but he's focused on my hot take of going undefeated. So
That'd be so cool.
Any other favorite moments of 2024 looking back, podcast moto wise, knowing that you're the baddest chick out there with a broken foot and still just out there like beating people with a broken foot?
I really like just like meeting the new people, like 509 was a really big one. I don't know, talking to JMC and just like creating a bigger picture for what my new year is gonna be.
Nice. Any 2025 announcements yet on anything?
Yes, I am officially riding for JMC on a Husky, so I'm really excited about that. There'll be more to come, but I haven't officially announced it on Instagram yet, but that'll be coming really soon.
I can make you some cool stuff if you want. Whenever you get your graphics, let me know and I can drive up or meet you somewhere in the middle and we can do like a JMC intro like Instagram video. That'd be cool.
That's what I'm mostly waiting for now, just like to have that and be able to post it. But
do you have any secret kits you're able to talk about a 509? Any new colorways, or is that still like
I have not heard yet.
non-disclosure? Can't talk about it.
No.
Are you messaging them for like any hot pink gear or anything? Like,
Well, I love how like different they are because some of the gear is always like, oh, like everyone wears this, everyone wears that, and I love just kind of like having just a gear that nobody else wears, and so that's what I really enjoy about 509. But I really hope they bring out some new colorways because my dad's also deciding that he's gonna go 509 this year,
nice.
and I do not want to match him at every single race. So there's a couple more. So that'll be nice.
You're gonna walk out of the trailer first in your 509 gear, then he's gonna walk out. You'll be like, Dad, stop matching me.
Yeah, don't match me.
Sorry, I just want to be cool like you. Oh man. All right. You want to talk about your top 3 for predictions? Top 3 Anaheim 1 as we wrap up here. Shorter show. We're 50 minutes in, no big deal.
That's all right.
Do you have a top 3 of 250s and 450s?
Yes, I think it's gonna be for 450. Jet, Chase, Eli.
Okay.
And for 250s, I'm saying Levi, Hayden. Oh, this third one's always really hard. Because it's always such a toss-up on who it's going to be. Maybe. I don't know.
All right. The third rider's a mystery.
Yeah.
I'm also
I think that Hunter Lawrence might be 4th and 450.
Okay. Well, we got a top 4. Let's say I don't want Jet to win. Sorry. I'm not a Jet hater. I just want to keep it spicy.
Yeah, I would like to see someone else give him for his money.
I'm going to put Cooper Webb first, Sexton second, Lawrence third, and Lawrence tips over in the first turn. So Jet's gonna tuck the front and have to charge through the pack to make it interesting.
That'd be cool to see. I love seeing riders go from the bottom to the top.
Yeah.
Show them who they really are.
I know everyone's suspicious about Prado. They don't really know where he's gonna land being new to Supercross and whatnot. Do you have a rough spot? I think he's a 7 to 10 guy.
Yeah, I almost think probably like 7 to 12. Somewhere in
Okay.
there. Yeah.
Well, Ryan's gonna take at least 12, so we can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Ryan, you're getting a top 10. I promise.
Yeah, I believe.
All right, Lexi, for anyone that wants to follow you and all your fun adventures of you roosting your dad and friends on your dirt bike, where do people follow you?
On Instagram, le.xi_y7.
Nice. And if you want to follow me and all my craziness, and I should just start posting like random like things from Graveyard Shift, like spooky things in the store. Like I'll just have like a box of cereal like randomly fall like on the aisle. You're like, oh. You can follow at GateDrop_pro. Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about upcoming events. Let's talk about that real quick.
Yes.
WHR Arena Cross is this weekend. I am not going, so sorry, people. Even though that my Ghost Ride clip has over 40,000 views now on Instagram. Oh boy. Way to put
Woodland
it
this weekend too.
Wait, yeah. We got Woodland going on. What did you say? Did you say that?
Yep, Woodland.
Yeah.
And I know Horn's opening back up for practices.
Yeah, they took like a week break, I swear.
Yeah.
But yeah. Everything's kind of slowly opening up again. I may go to Woodland on Sunday. I do need signups though. I don't have anything at the moment. So if you want photos or an Instagram reel, I can come hang out for a little bit. And then I'd love to go up to WHR again, but it's Anaheim one weekend. It's like Arena Cross filming or Supercross eating pizza and being fat and watching racing. Anaheim one, man. But I do plan on going up to the following Monroe, and then we'll do Redmond, which I'm still trying to sweet talk you to come do Redmond Arena Cross. So
I'm thinking about it.
You should. We could go throw axes prior. I know a couple places over in the Redmond Bend area. We can just like do some axe throwing competitions. I need to beat you at something. So we'll just have a whole year of Lexi versus Christoph challenges. Like, all right, on today's episode of bowling.
If we go bowling, the only thing I need is the little gate things up.
You need the bumpers.
Yeah, the bumpers. I'm not a very good bowler.
Were you one of those PWs with the training wheels? All right, Lexi. I think that is a wrap for whatever episode we're on. 36, I believe. We might just change, be like season 2, episode 2 next weekend. But yeah, that's a wrap. Thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you guys next Tuesday.